Wow! Morning, setting out. At dawn, the Hadzabe men and boys rise early. The air is still cool, and the golden light spreads over the savanna and rocky hills of northern Tanzania. Men prepare their bows and arrows, carefully tipped with poison made from desert rose plants. The arrows are stored in quivers crafted from kudu hide. Each hunter also carries a small pouch with honey-collecting tools and a knife. Women and children head in a different direction. They carry digging sticks, woven baskets, and sometimes babies strapped to their backs. Their goal is to find tubers, berries, and baobab fruit. This division of labor ensures that the group returns with a variety of foods. Tracking and hunting. The hunters move silently, eyes scanning the ground for tracks. They read the fresh prints of antelope or warthog, noticing bent grass or disturbed soil. Their knowledge of the land allows them to identify not only the animal but how recently it passed by. When they find game, hunters spread out. The bows are drawn, and if the shot is good, the poisoned arrow does its work. Sometimes the prey runs a long distance before falling. The hunters follow patiently, reading signs until they find the animal. A successful kill is cause for celebration. The meat is roasted on open flames, shared equally, and eaten with laughter and stories. Gathering food. Meanwhile, women use their sharpened sticks to dig for underground roots and tubers. These starchy foods provide steady energy and water in the dry season. Children climb trees to shake down berries or to break open baobab pods, scooping out the tangy, vitamin-rich pulp. Honey is a special prize. The Hadza listen for the call of the honey-guide bird, which leads them to hidden hives. After a smoky fire is used to calm the bees, the sweet honeycomb is collected and eaten fresh. Both children and adults delight in its rich taste. Midday rest. As the sun rises high and the heat grows, the groups find shade under big acacia or baobab trees. The men may roast small birds or animals they've caught, while women share fruits and tubers. The food is not hoarded, everything is shared freely, with no one left hungry. Afternoon, more foraging. Later, the groups may continue searching. If meat is scarce, hunters may shoot guinea fowl, monkeys, or small antelope. Women may collect more wild greens, seeds, or nuts. Children are active participants, learning from an early age how to track, dig, and climb. Evening return. By sunset, the groups reunite. The day's finds, meat, roots, fruits, and honey, are placed in the center of camp. A fire is lit, arrows are repaired, and stories are told. The Hadza live day to day, without storing food, relying on their skill and the land's generosity. Key points of Hadza food finding. Men, hunting game, collecting honey. Women and children, digging tubers, gathering fruits, nuts, and seeds. Tools, bows and arrows, poison tips, digging sticks, baskets, knives. Food sources, antelope, wharf. The forest awakens with sound, birds calling, leaves whispering in the wind. A small group of Hadzabe men and women walk gracefully through the lush green, their eyes scanning the trees for treasures. In their hands, baskets slowly fill with vibrant fruits glowing under the dappled sunlight. Imagine a taste untouched by time, ingredients plucked straight from nature's pantry, guided by knowledge passed down for thousands of years. The Hadzabe, one of the last true hunter-gatherer tribes on Earth, live in harmony with the land in ways most of us can only imagine. Every fruit they pick, every hive they climb, tells the story of survival and tradition woven into their daily lives. To witness their food culture is to glimpse a way of life that has nearly disappeared from the modern world. Now, step closer. The camera lingers on glistening wild honey dripping from combs, crimson forest berries shining like jewels, and roots freshly pulled from the earth. These are not ordinary ingredients, they are gifts of the wild, carefully gathered and celebrated. What follows is a culinary ritual rarely seen by outsiders, a Hadzabe recipe blending forest fruits with raw honey, simple yet profound, ancient yet alive. This is not just food, it is memory, connection, and survival preserved in taste. Prepare to witness an intimate moment with the Hadzabe tribe, a feast that carries the flavor of history itself, wide-shot, lush African forest. Sunlight cuts through the canopy. The Hadzabe walk barefoot, their movements calm but purposeful. Opening the unseen world. Imagine a taste untouched by time. Ingredients plucked straight from nature's pantry. Contextualization. Close-up, hands reaching for bright berries, children carrying woven baskets. The Hadzabe are one of the last true hunter-gatherer tribes on Earth. Their way of life, nearly unchanged for thousands of years, offers us a rare glimpse into humanity's ancient bond with nature. Building anticipation. Camera pans across a beehive in the crook of a tree. Honey drips like liquid gold. A Hadza climbs swiftly, retrieving the hive with ease. Here, food is more than survival, it is tradition. Every hunt, every harvest, every drop of honey connects them to ancestors who walked this same land. Ingredients teaser. Slow-motion shots, wild honey glistening, crimson berries tumbling into a basket, roots brushed clean against stone. Glistening wild honey, exotic berries, and fruits of the forest, simple, pure, untouched. Together, They form the foundation of a recipe as rare as the tribe who keeps it alive. The dish reveal. The Hadza gather, mixing honey with fruits. Children laugh, elders taste, sharing is central. Gathered, and listened to the world before the world became so noisy. History, for a long time, was told from the top down. Kings, generals, conquerors. Maps redrawn. Empires made and unmade. Battles with dates. Treaties with clauses. Crowns and swords. But that's not the only way time passed. People are hungry now for something else. A history that lives lower to the ground. Closer to the soil. Not the story of who ruled, but how people lived. What they ate. Where they slept. How they raised children. How they waited out the rain. How they gathered roots when no fruit would grow. How they healed. How they carried grief, and how they passed joy along in stories around the fire. Let's begin where history is often quietest. With the indigenous peoples whose voices were left out of the official records.
Morning, setting out. When the first light breaks through the branches of the baobab, the camp stirs. The women are already talking softly, tying their babies to their backs and gathering digging sticks. I rise, stretch, and run my hand across the smooth wood of my bow. My arrows are ready, some plain, for birds or small animals, others tipped with poison for larger game. My brother-in-law says to me, "Today, let us follow the tracks toward the rocky hills. I saw guinea fowl there yesterday." I nod, and we set off together, barefoot on the dust. The air is cool, and each sound, the call of a hornbill, the rustle of leaves, tells us a story. We do not carry food or water for the day. What we eat, we will find. Hunting for meat. We move slowly, stopping often to scan the ground. At last, I spot the delicate hoofprints of a dik-dik. They are fresh. My brother-in-law gestures with his chin, and we follow in silence.